Hey yo, what's popping and what's popping and welcome back to Fast Turn FX Home of Blues. It's another episode, guys, and today I'm going to talk about a certain Japanese candlestick that can really change your trading life, or can really change you into a profitable or a consistent Forex trader, right? So if this is the first time you're watching this video, kindly stick around, or maybe you came across this channel, please stick around, as we are always lit gang, alright? And maybe if you watch this video to the end, if you find something, if you learn something, maybe you might consider smashing the subscribe button, right? So let's get started. Now, the candlestick that I want to talk about, that the Japanese candlestick, a specific Japanese candlestick that I'm talking about, is called a Marubozu candlestick. Alright, I believe most of you, if you've been watching my previous videos and you've been keen enough, I believe you heard me talking about a Marubozu candlestick each and every time I do my analysis. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about that specific candlestick, the Marubozu candlestick. Right? Okay. Now this candlestick, guys, is let me draw something. Let's say this is just a full-bodied candlestick, in short, right? In order for me not to waste your time, this is just a full-bodied candlestick. It might have maybe a smaller wick at the top, but then most of the time it is a full-bodied candlestick. Okay, so how do I trade this candlestick, or what do I do? What do I do when I see this candlestick? Okay, so this candlestick, gang, I believe most of you, let me not ignore that. Let's just say that the market was trending, okay, and okay, giving us higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and blah blah blah. Now, because most of the time I do trade breakouts, okay, breakout strategy. Now that is where I do call in the Marubozu candlestick. Okay, now let's say after the breakout has happened, okay, let's just say that this was the zone. Today I'm just going to be quick. I'm not going to waste your time. Let's say that's the zone. Okay, so now let's say that the market has broken out of this resistance. So for a great confirmation, guys, that is when I do introduce that candlestick, a Marubozu candlestick. If the candlestick has to close above a resistance or below a support, for me to give out me clear signals for a buy entry or sell entry. Okay, so let me just give you a real life situation what I'm talking about. For now, for example, I'm in this trade. We have NZD/USD. Let me just delete that. Okay, so as usual, we always go back to the 15 minutes and see the previous high, because now this time we were looking for buys. Okay, so I just have to identify the previous high. The previous high was this zone over here. I can't ignore any wick. Boom, we just do that. Okay, already we've done our analysis and we're waiting for buying position. So now look at this. If I zoom in clearly again, like I said before, we always wait for that bullish candlestick, a Marubozu candlestick, to close above our resistance or below our support zone. So look at this candlestick. That candlestick closed above this resistance. So that is where you do take your buy entry. Okay, easy. So that is just a great confirmation. Now Marubozu candlestick just gives us great confirmation that the bulls or the bears are now in the market. Let me just give you now a situation where we have selling market. Let's say, of course, this was what's up, that was happening. Okay, we see that that's now downtrend. Price is giving us lower low and lower high. Okay, so now we just have to identify this was what's up. Price was giving us that. Okay, so as usual, the previous low was this joint over here, and if you can see clearly again, okay, you can see that price broke out great with this Marubozu candles. Look at that candlestick, this one. Let me just zoom in for you to see that clearly. Okay, look at how that candlestick was big. So this was just a confirmation that, okay, the bears are now in. So that was when you had to take your sell entry. Okay, come on, what's happening? Sorry gang, don't know why this is happening. Look at that. Okay, you had to take your sell entry there. I don't care about these pullbacks. If you're trading a breakout structure, I don't care about that pullback. Look at that. And of course, I've also talked about how to avoid being stopped out, then price going towards your anticipated direction. So probably most people did make their stop loss this zone over here. As you can see, price maybe went, took them out, then now went towards the anticipated direction again. Okay, so if you look, let me just maybe give you the last example how that candlestick is usually powerful. Look at this. We had that. Okay, so this is now the low over here, and if I zoom in clearly again, look at how massive this candlestick was. Okay, that is a Marubozu candlestick, full body, maybe with a smaller wick if you can see. Okay, so anytime you are trading, you want to take your entries. Those are now the confluences that I've been talking about that you should be looking out for. Okay, so today's video was very, very simple, quite simple. All right, so before taking your entry, make sure that the bears and or the bulls are now in control of the market. That's when you press that buy or sell button. All right, after seeing that candlestick. Okay, so I believe that's all I wanted to tell you, gang. So maybe if you learned something, so you might consider smashing that subscribe button. So until next time, gang, adios amigos.